Aloha everyone, it's story time with the bitch, me. And as you know, the identities of these people will be kept secret. Here we go. I was texting a 11-year-old boy and all was friendly until he said, "Want to play grown-ups?" As a kid, I thought playing grown-ups was like playing house, which was friendly, but this kid wanted more. So we role played. I told him, "I don't want to play this game. I don't like it." He said, "You will play or I'm not going to be your friend and it will hurt my feelings." I played since I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Eventually, I told my best friends, a girl, about this game I didn't like. She said, "Let's create another account and say we're older to see what age he tells you." We did, and we said we're 25, and this kid said he was 40 and that age doesn't matter. I got off the app immediately. Part 2. I got off the app immediately and told my mom. I was put into therapy to talk about it. I personally didn't like it, so I had to deal with it on my own. My mom took away every electronic from me and told me, "If you access anything, I will homeschool you if I need to." I didn't touch any electronics until I was 16 and bought my own phone. Now looking back, it's scary for children to be on any website or app. People are cruel and nasty. I'm glad that you got out. You're and that you're safe. Your friend, your best friend, is really smart to make another app or make another account and catch this person. I'm just glad you're safe. And yes, I agree with you. People can be cruel and nasty. Here's another story, and as you know, the identities of these people will be kept secret. Here we go. I'm so sorry I couldn't go more in detail about my own abuse and trauma. It's still too hard to bring up, especially since they were both family members. But I can tell you the only reason it was stopped was because at 8 years old, I had started my period because of the abuse. My mom told me about the birds and the bees, and I realized I could now reproduce, and I would rather die than get pregnant. So I fought tooth and nail, screamed, and refused to be around those people. My whole family turned against me, told me I was the devil for turning my back on them. But I still did not tell my family the truth because the men had drilled it into my head that it was my fault and I would be punished if anyone found out about the sexual abuse. Part 2. To this day, I have flashbacks. It was hard for me to be with my husband sexually in the beginning because all I could think about was my trauma. Do you see? Even as an adult, these things still haunt me. And as a mother, I'm terrified and angry that one day my daughter will experience what I have. I understand your fear. I completely do. I have that fear that my oldest has gone through it, but not with a family member. Not at all. But somebody in school because it's happened to me. And it sucks because sometimes like like you didn't tell anyone. My daughter isn't telling us. And we don't know what to do. This message is from the same person. It was originally for my daughter, but since they're willing to share their story with everyone, this is for all of you. You'll never be the same. These sick people don't care about you. They make you believe that everyone is against you and that they're all you have. I'm almost 30 years old, married with 2 kids, and I still struggle with the trauma I've endured. I know you feel like you're grown and mature, and it feels nice to have someone think you're so attractive and smart, etc., etc. But you should love yourself and be confident with yourself to see that they are manipulative and only want to hurt you. You have your whole life to live. You're still a kid. Enjoy it. And do not rely on men's attention to make you feel beautiful and confident. As a mom to a daughter, my heart breaks for you. Please think about your part 4. As a mom to a daughter, my heart breaks for you. Please think about your parents, your family, and your own mental well being. Grown men are not supposed to be attracted to children. That's a pedophile. That's not normal, and I pray it will never be normalized. I'm praying for you, baby girl, for all of you. Be strong. Listen to your parents who only want what's best for you, even if it doesn't feel like that way right to you right now. These are hard times that we all go through. Being survivors of these kinds of abuse, we know what it's like. And I understand that you don't want to share too much. You don't have to. I'm just glad you're alive. It's so fucked up that family members do this to their own family members. Like, I understand you're still struggling with the trauma, but you're strong. You're a strong person. You've survived this. You never should have gone through it at all. Nobody should ever have to go through shit like this. But you are a strong person. You have a wonderful husband by your side, and you have two beautiful children. And I understand your fear. We want to protect our children. We all do. And you're going to do everything you can to protect them. I know this. I just hope your daughter listens to you too. And we're back with the third and last story of tonight. And as you know, the identities of these people will be kept secret. Here we go. This is my story from when I was 16. And this happened to me in person while I was working at Walmart. I worked in the electronics section. One day I had this older male come in with his grandson with him to buy him a phone. Nothing out of the ordinary, so I helped them pick out one and also activate the phone. While I was doing this, the older male, he was probably in his 60s, 70s, and while his grandson was there, he was telling me in Spanish, "Oh, you have nice lips. I would love to kiss those lips." And I felt so uncomfortable. And I looked at his grandson, who is younger than me, to see if he understands what his grandfather was saying. I don't think he did, but he kept his head down, not even looking at part two. I don't think he did, but he kept his head down, not even looking at me. So I don't know if he knew or not. That wasn't even the worst part of it. The next day, back at work, the older male came and I was stocking the shelves, and this man grabbed me by the arm, trying to force me to kiss him. I panicked and thought of a lie. I pleaded with this man to let me go because my manager was looking for me in front. He let me go, and I started to walk away. Once I was out of sight, I ran to my manager and explained to him in a shaking voice what happened. They helped they helped me. They had another male co-worker stay back there with me. And once he noticed people were watching me, he left. So that was my experience when I was a teen. Whew. I tell you what, that's that guy would not fucking be alive. I'm telling you right now. Where do people get the nerve to fucking do shit like that? They really would not be fucking alive. I'm glad you're okay though. I really am. And the fact that complete strangers just come off and just do that, thinking like they're so fucking entitled to take you like that. That's a definite break the fucking nose, chop off his fucking, and all that. Be careful out there because there are people like that. I've actually seen a video. I'll tell you in the next one. Fuck. So I have seen a video where a complete stranger saw this little girl by herself in the store. Now, he didn't take her, but what he did do is grab her. And when I mean he grabbed her, put his hand down there, and then he tried kissing her. Right there, in that store, in public display. That poor girl was frightened and she was trying to get him away. She was maybe about 6 years old. Where the fuck were the parents? I don't know. This is why we have to watch our children, because there are fucking sickos like that who just go up and grab you thinking that you're nothing more like a fucking object. So be careful out there and have a good night.